Welcome back. Well, the Children's Services Department at the Fargo Public Library has a variety of materials and programming for kids and their families. Amber Emery joins us with a rundown of what's happening. So welcome to the show, Amber.
Thank you.
So you have a lot of different programs. I was just telling you, my kids are big into reading, and my oldest son especially. I mean, he's into novels, and he's 9. So what kinds of programs do you have for kids, and what kind of age levels are we looking at?
So the big thing that we have going on right now is our Winter Readathon, which started in the beginning of January, runs till March 6th. It's for all ages, from babies all the way up to senior citizens, and it is kids read or adults read, and they just log their reading we have an online reading app, and they read every day, and then when they've read for 40 days, they get a prize. For kids, it's a book,
wow.
So they get to pick out a book that they get to keep, which is very exciting.
That's a big prize for kids.
Yeah, yeah.
And especially for parents, but for everyone, we realize it is very, very cold outside.
Yes.
So when you have a family and you're all stuck indoors, it's tough, but it sounds like you have some great opportunities at the library, including the Winter Storytime program.
Right, so actually Winter Storytime begins today. This is the first one. We haven't done in-person story times in a while, so this is kind of exciting for us because we've missed it. We haven't been able to do it. We've done virtual. But we do have them at all 3 locations, so at the main library, the Carlson, and the Northport libraries. And you can go to the website for the times. Most of them are in the mornings, 10 or 11 o'clock, depending on the location.
That's fantastic. And another event that you have, which is close to my heart because I'm a big crafter, Crafternoons.
Oh, yes.
Tell us about Crafternoons.
So Crafternoons has been going on for several years, and it's mainly at the Carlson branch on the south side of town, and then the Northport branch on the north side of town. And it's a way for kids to spend some time making a craft. We have the same craft at both locations. All the supplies are provided. You just show up. Right now we are still doing take-home packets. So they come, they pick up the packet. It has most of everything they need in it. They get to make it and take it home.
Fun.
February, we're hoping to be able to do more of them in person again. But again, that starts actually today. We have another round, and they'll run actually all the way until May. So we have several of those.
What kind of crafts are you doing today?
You know, I'm not sure. Usually they're really fun things like making slime or making pine cone owls. They've made little stocking hats out of pom-poms. I mean, they've done everything, and it's a lot of fun to see what the kids make. Yes.
Oh, and I noticed that in a post-pandemic world, a lot of times baby programs are canceled, especially at the hospitals. I'd noticed going into mine recently that they didn't have baby programs because of, health concerns. But you have a baby program that helps them kind of maybe socialize a little bit.
Yeah, so yes, baby rhyme time, we do that. It happens the 1st and the 3rd week of the month. Both at the main and at the Carlson branches. And it is a time to do story time, and then there is a kind of an open play time. We are keeping it pretty small at this point in time still because we don't want anyone to get sick. But we are starting to kind of open that up to being in person now again.
Oh,
yeah.
And for the older kids, if the babies are doing their time, Kids Book Club.
Yes, the Going Places Book Club. So it's for 3rd through 7th graders. And it's a new book each month, and I believe the next one is February 8th, which is a Tuesday afternoon, and they read the book, and then they just have so much fun. The 2 librarians that put this on, Cindy and Sarah, they come up with snacks from the book, and they come up with activities and crafts based on, and then they talk about the book. My daughter actually is participating for the first time this year because she's in 3rd grade, and she came home and she just had all this stuff to talk about, and it's really great to kind of hear kids talk about what they're reading as much as just seeing what they're reading.
Oh, I love this. So if someone is interested in joining any of these programs, where can they go for information?
So if they go to fargolibrary.org/kids, that will have a listing of all of the kids events. fargolibrary.org, just in general, for all ages events.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us and telling us about these wonderful things that I know I'm going to have to get my kids involved in.
Well, thanks for having me.
Oh, fantastic. Coming up on today's show, bras and clothes that properly fit your body and empower women to embrace their beauty. Curvy Divas is joining us next.